Well, to politics now, and former President Trump's first campaign-style rally since the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. ABC's Zareen Shah has more from Washington. Good morning to you, Zareen.
Good morning, Eva. This was Trump's first rally since the FBI search on Mar-a-Lago last month. He was in Pennsylvania to support Dr. Mehmet Oz, who is running in a competitive Senate race against Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. The former president spoke for almost 2 hours. That is far longer than he normally speaks. And he had a lot to say, spending a lot of time unleashing on Biden and the FBI search and continuing to tease another run for office. This comes just days after Biden went hard at Trump himself, saying in a primetime speech that Trump and MAGA Republicans are threats to democracy. Trump supporters our team spoke to at the rally say they believe Trump was unfairly targeted and believe the search will backfire on the FBI. And they also say Biden's rhetoric has energized the Trump base ahead of the midterms. Now, the data doesn't necessarily support that more broadly. Republican candidates are trailing in key Pennsylvania races. And analysis from our colleagues at 538 indicate that Trump's presence may actually come with some risks for GOP candidates, with the odds of Democrats keeping the Senate improving, although the GOP is still favored to win the House. Of course, with 65 days to the midterms, a lot can change. Tomorrow on Labor Day, Biden will be back also in Pennsylvania as well as Wisconsin. Those are two states his team has his eye on, with critical races in both places. Eva?
Zareen Shah for us there. Thank you. And let's bring in Martha Raddatz, who will be hosting This Week later this morning. You heard Zareen talk about that primetime address that President Biden gave this week. We really saw for the first time a shift in tone from the president, calling MAGA extremism a threat to our democracy. Biden's touted himself as someone who could bring people together. The midterms right around the corner. What does this signal about his thinking going forward?
Exactly what you said, Eva. It's a real change in strategy. He's not only targeting former President Trump, but also his MAGA supporters, as you said, calling them a threat to democracy. The gloves are truly off. I think what Biden is trying to do here is replicate the 2020 race, although he's not on the ballot. Donald Trump is not on the ballot, but he is appealing to his Democratic base. He is appealing to all Democrats. He is appealing to independents. And of course, you heard Trump last night, former President Trump last night, calling Biden the enemy of the people. This is about to get very, very interesting, Eva.
Yeah, sounds like it. Well, let's turn now to that ongoing DOJ investigation into those classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. The full detailed list of what was seized has now been released. What does that tell us about where this investigation is headed?
Well, I think that investigation is still open. They are still working on it. But you see those pictures of those documents spread out there, which, of course, President Trump said is unfair. But that's normally what the FBI would do when they gather documents like that. The evidence is truly mounting, although President Trump, of course, says it's simply a vicious attack.
Martha Raddatz for us. Always so good to have you. And be sure to tune in to This Week later this morning. After President Biden's dire warning about the threats to American democracy, Martha goes one-on-one with White House senior advisor Keisha Lance Bottoms about the administration's aggressive new messaging ahead of the midterms. Plus, Republican Representative Michael McCaul reacts to the latest in the Trump Mar-a-Lago documents investigation. That's all coming up.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.